Hey everybody, welcome back. We are still working on our YouTube learning song. Um, Today we're going to be tracking some guitar, trying to get a main guitar track. Last time you were here, you were doing a MIDI drum, which is a lot different than an audio track. So today we're going to start working on audio tracks and see if we can't get you guitar on a Studio One DAW. Alrighty. So, last time we had checked to make sure in your options that your audio device is correct, your block size is right so you don't gain any latency, and in our mixer we're making sure that the green Z is on. I'm going to be using a Universal Audio Volt for my interface. We're going to go ahead and plug our guitar in. We're going to make sure it's tuned. Plug our guitar cable into the guitar. Then plug the other end of the cable into your audio interface. Mine has a green light for instruments. Yours may or may not. So if you do have one, probably a good idea to turn it on and turn the volume all the way down to start with, or gain all the way down so that you don't blow out your ears or anything like that. Once it's in there and tuned, we're going to go over to our mix on the console, and we're going to find this little arrow with a line in front of it. It's called Show Inputs. We're going to click that, and it's going to bring up the input levels that we have coming out of our audio interface. Mine has one left, one right, and a stereo mix. The guitar is already hooked up, which you can see. And I would recommend go ahead and just start playing. And this is at 0 gain. So, yeah, with my instrument. If you're not gaining a signal, turn the gain knob up until you are reaching a signal. And then we are going to get that level playing normally, the way you are going to record it. I like to keep in between -12 and -6 on this marker here. If you can see where my arrow point is, I like to keep in between the -12 and -6 for tracking, and then we can adjust it later on. Once we have that, we're all done here. So mine is literally right in between the two for the most part, and that is satisfactory. The important thing is we're not trying to clip. So we're making sure we don't clip. Once that's done, we have our Ampire that we saved in our template from the very first episode, and that should automatically be on. And then we're going to go ahead up to the track here. There's two different places you can do it. I choose to do it up here. I'm going to go to my guitar tracking, and then I'm going to finally hit the red arm, which is arming the track, preparing it to record. Now you might notice that this second one, the monitor will also light up. That is how my computer is set up. That means that I am hearing my guitar through my headphones through Studio One. If I were to shut it off, I would not be able to hear my guitar on my own, and then I would rely on my audio interface. If it had a direct button, I would push the direct button and hear the direct input instead of the recording that I'm about to make. So I choose to have it this way. You are free to do it however you please. And we are going to start trying to track and record some guitar today. The last time we had this loop built up, and that's going to turn into an advantage for us right now. You might notice that the Ampire also turned green. That means that the green Z button is working, and it is helping. I believe it either shuts down. No, it doesn't shut it down completely, right? No, it doesn't shut it down completely. It's just reducing the amount of energy that this plug-in is giving so that you can have better latency. So, now that we have our loop and we know our Ampere is hooked up, we have our record arm on, I am going to hit record and let it continuously run a loop until I get what I deem as a good take. And then I'm going to take that take and make it a main track. So that's what we're going to start doing now. Yeah, I got to switch out headphones and we'll get right into that. Okay, now as you can see, as we went by each swipe with the loop, it recorded one take. So we are going to shut that arm off. And now we have a handful of takes to go through and listen to. The way I typically do it is the whatever track is up here connected to the guitar tracking is the one that is going to be playing out of the track. If we wanted to skip that one and move into the next one, we would hit the solo button and it would allow us to hear that track instead. So I'm going to sift through I'm going to hit X on this one single layer. And we're just going to have these 4 and listen through each of the 4 and see which take I would like to keep as a main guitar track. So let's go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to hit the space bar for play. Okay, I know for sure I screwed up on the first take here, this tracking take 2. So we're going to make sure that's not the one. I did like this bottom one and number 4, so we're going to go ahead and play those again. Okay, I actually like number 5 the best. So since we're going to keep number 5, we're going to highlight it. Well, it's already highlighted. So we'll highlight number 4 to show you how to do it. And that would take take 4 and put it up at the top. But we're going to choose take 5. So we just scroll over it like that, and there you go. So we hit these 3 little lines. Now this is the one track we have. We're going to right click on our mouse over top of this little empty area, and we're going to hit duplicate track. And then we're going to rename this track guitar left main. Now we're going to take that and put it down here past the tracking. And then we're going to take this entire track here, click on, remember, in between the line is there's an invisible line in between this track. Up top is a cut tool, at the bottom is a select tool. We're going to select this entire track, and we are going to drag it all the way down to guitar left main. Now our guitar has a main track. So we're going to go into mix. We're going to find our new guitar left main, and we are going to take the pan in the center of this track and pan it all the way left. And that is a guitar track, so you should only hear it out of the one side right now. I don't know if that resonates with you guys the same way it resonates with me. It does not resonate the same way with you guys. That's okay. You'll get the gist. Anyway, once you do it in your own DAW, you'll see what I mean about it. So then we are going to do that exact same process again using this very same guitar tracking track and record ourselves a right main. So I'm going to arm the track. I'm going to hit record. And then I'm going to record until I'm satisfied with a take. Take that take and make it a main. Okay, and just like the last time, we're going to go ahead and go through each of those takes and see which one's the best and make a guitar main track. Okay, I actually like number 5 again. It must be a lucky number today for me. So since I've already selected it and it's already up here, we're going to hit these 3 lines again. We are going to duplicate that track again, right click, duplicate track, and we are going to rename this one guitar right main, and bring it down to our other guitar main. Take the whole track, select it, drag it down, and then since it's a right main, we're going to go in our mix console. We are going to find our pan knob and pan it all the way right. And it will make it sound larger, but it will also make it sound fuller. It's called dubbing guitar tracks. So we're going to hit play. Sounds pretty good to me. I believe we can change this color here. Yep, okay, we right click on the bottom part of the track, and you can bring this color back up and change it back to your yellow if you selected a different take than you normally want it to. And we save for sure. Always save. Save, 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 save. And we will go ahead and call that a day for this lesson. Next time we'll go ahead into bass. And since we kind of have an idea of what we were doing with bass, because it's the exact same process as the guitar, maybe we'll throw some keys in there too, just to fill this little track out. and then we can possibly get to either vocals or... Yeah, maybe we'll do like a little vocal after we do the keys and bass, and then we'll move on to mixing once we have a full song. So I think that's the plan. Yep. Alrighty then. I'll see you next time.